They are confident and they have a comfort in interacting with mainstream systems. And so it's not necessarily that they're assimilating or becoming something different, but they just have the confidence that they need to access systems. And I think what's required for that is confidence. And I think that's one of the things that we really focus on in our classes, is empowering people with the knowledge that they need to be confident, to be able to put themselves in those situations and feel like they can navigate systems. The program is the New Arrivals Resource Empowerment Workshops, and what it is it's a 12-hour class that is specially designed for newly arrived refugees and asylees to build up their confidence and skills and their knowledge of community resources so that they can better access those services and become self-sufficient.
The first thing is knowing what bus you need to catch and where to catch the bus.
The bus is the first thing that we do on the very first day, and the reason why it's important is because that's one of the biggest barriers that people face in being newcomers to the society, is figuring out how to get along and being independent of their friends, other community members, so that they don't have to wait around for a ride for something.
What I want to do is pass around our agenda for this week, and then we'll talk a little bit about what the class is about, and you can ask questions if you have any. Feel free to stop me at any time if you have any questions as we're going along. If we're moving too fast, you can also ask me to stop or slow down a little bit too.
One of the unique things about this class is that we actually utilize people who are former refugees or asylees themselves. So I think a big strength of this class is that they're able to integrate their own learning, their own mistakes, their own challenges that they had, and really help normalize the experience for people who are just entering this culture and facing those challenges now.
But we at the Minnesota Council of Churches, we offer this orientation on a monthly basis to our new arrivals, just because we know that there's a whole difference between being in your home country or the country that you're coming from, as opposed to already being here and then experiencing what the U.S. is about. So hopefully during the course of this week, we'll be able to answer some of the questions you have, and whatever questions we cannot answer, at least we'll be able to give you resources so that you will be able to still get answers.
I think the most important thing that people gain in sitting with other people who are going through the same situation is that it is a normalization of their experience, that they realize that questions that they've had inside, or the struggles that they've already gone through, or the fears that they have for the future are very similar to, everyone has their own fears and hopes and dreams, but there are some things that are shared between people who are going through very similar experiences.
I'm Dingwan Comfort from Cameroon. I've been here for 2 months, 20 days. I came along with my 3 children and my husband is here.
Today I'm just going to give you a brief tour of some of the areas in the library that I think may be of interest to you.
We started bringing people to the library. To think about it now, it seems silly, but to realize that they had no idea that they could access computers there and that they could check out books and they didn't have to pay. They had to return them, but they didn't have to pay to take them out. There are also a lot of language resources there. There are children tutor services that are offered at the library. It's a wealth of resources that to introduce people to right away makes a really big difference too. And again, helping people be able to empower them. And we usually find really amazing statistics. Over 80% of the parents who are in our classes are now engaged in their families, in their children's school life. We find that people have connected with a primary health care provider when they didn't know those things in the past.